Hello there! Today we will be talking about my impressions of Diablo 4 early beta. I have played through the available story missions and ran a few dungeons with two classes, Barbarian and Rogue. What can I say? I love dual wielding two sticks and whacking some dudes. Keep in mind this is not a full review and this was beta. However, since Blizzard believes that their game is ready for testing on this scale, I think that it is well within our right to voice our opinions. Before we dive in, please make sure to subscribe if you like the video. It's a click for you and it means a whole lot to me. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Is this Diablo 3 2.0 or Diablo 3 Plus? No, it is not. Diablo 4 is an open world action RPG. The world itself is your playground. There are missions, side quests, different events, unlocking strongholds, etc. You will not be standing in a town and doing rifts over and over again. It's more akin to an MMO, heavily inspired by Lost Ark. Is it a good change? Yes, I believe so. I love the fact that Diablo 4 is doing its own thing. I do not want another Diablo 2 or 3, no matter how much I love those games. I enjoy the fact that I can meet or see other players in the wild. The game is actively promoting group play by giving experience boost when in a party, but also when you are near other players. The game itself is beautiful to look at, and I think they really nailed this dark and gothic nature of Diablo franchise. Act 1 is set in what seems to be Eastern European inspired region. The whole area simply oozes Eastern Orthodox Church, getting some real Kislev vibes from Warhammer Fantasy World. Videos or streams do not do it justice, because for some reason every video of the game makes it ugly, but when you are playing it, it is beautiful to look at. From what I can tell, the game runs on modified Diablo 3 engine, so we can safely assume that the game will run smoothly on most systems. I have to point out though that the game did have performance issues. However, I will give it a pass for now, as it is beta after all. The combat feels great. There's weight behind every attack, sound effects are spot on, and enhance every skill button you press. While the combat does resemble that of Diablo 3, there is also the new mechanic that is introduced, and that is the evade button on your spacebar. It makes the combat more tactical. Boss mechanics are designed with evade in mind. I have no problem with the fact that they took Diablo 3 combat system, as it was really good. With that in mind, the skills and the skill tree is pretty basic, but we have so little to work with right now, we still do not know how uniques and other items will work for build creation. I wish, however, they added an overlay map that you can toggle off and on. As it stands now, you have a small minimap in a corner and a full map on tab key that blocks your screen. When it comes to difficulty of the game, it's not in a great spot. Depending on the class you're playing, the game can be challenging or very easy. Rogue and Sorcerer classes demolish everything in their path, while Barbarians are having a tough time at it. My first character was Barbarian and I thought, cool, now I have to pay attention to my health bar unlike Diablo 3. And then I switched to Rogue and realized how easy content really is. I hope that by the time Diablo 4 releases, a balanced pass is done to bring these overpowered characters in line and make content more challenging for them as well as tune the content so that both melee and ranged characters can do it efficiently. I will not be going into detail about itemization. One thing I will say is that legendary drop rate is too high. People are reporting that they got 20 to 30 legendary drops on day 1 of beta, which is way too much. I got about 10 and still that was too much for me. It could be that this is set higher for beta, which I do not believe it is. I played Diablo 3 too much to recognize loot pinata when I see one. Main issue I have are the dungeons in this game. There are 23 dungeons in Act 1 alone, and while that number is impressive, the dungeons themselves are not. All the dungeons I played followed a similar path. You have 2 to 3 objectives before you can unlock the final door. You fight the boss at the end and the dungeon is over. Rinse and repeat. If you happen to miss the rooms where the objectives are and you get to the boss room, guess what? You have to walk all the way back. God damn it. Not again. Bosses in this iteration of Diablo are much more mechanics heavy. However, some of them can be really annoying. And I mean really annoying. Oh my god, move! 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 God damn it! Also, I have no idea why they included one-room dungeons called cellars in the game. They're all the same. It's a corridor and one room to the top right. While the monsters or objectives might change cellar to cellar, it is boring. It's filler content not worth the load screen it takes you to enter. Diablo 4 is much more story focused than its predecessors. From what we have had the opportunity to see, it is not so much black and white, or good versus evil. While yes, you are killing demons and Kerrigan, pardon Lilith, is the villain, the quote-unquote good guys are religious zealots willing to endure pain in service to the Cathedral of Light. They are trying to set some emotional connection to the new characters, but in my opinion it falls flat. In one particular scene, the mother of the new character Neyrel is dying, and all I could think of was, oh no, who are you and why should I care? However, the story can interrupt the flow of the game. There have been numerous times when you have to wait for the NPC to stand in a particular spot or listen to the dialogue just to kill the monsters in a few seconds and continue the game. As a side note, Lorath Nar is the new Deckard King. Just saying, I mean, look at him. Just look. Anyways, these are just my thoughts. Is it ready for the release? Honestly, I do not know. What we have right now is a good basic foundation that they have to work on a little more. Will it be ready by the time of the release? That remains to be seen. I will say, however, that as of right now, for me, it is not worth the asking price of $69.99, and you get the cosmetic shop on top of it. I was much happier with my purchase of Diablo 2 Resurrected than this. It remains to be seen, are these 2 to 3 months enough for polish and some systems tuning. Especially the dungeons. Please, Blizzard, fix the dungeons. If you want to see gameplay, here's the link to the video. Please pardon the blockness of it, YouTube compression killed me. Okay, that's it for this video. See ya.